Alright, hello YouTube. I am going to be making a two-part video. Part 1 will be showing the games that I own. Part 2 will be showing the downloaded games I own. Okay, number 1. Alright, and I will rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being good, which the 1 will be unlikely. Okay. First 2 games I'm going to show, since I have the first one and second one, are Crackdown and Crackdown 2. I really love these games. I will tell you why for specific reasons. Crackdown because there are gang bosses and just the whole gameplay itself is cool. And Crackdown 2 is awesome because, well, there are freaks and all that stuff. I rate them both 10 out of 10. And these games are like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row combined. It's just Crackdown 2 is more complex and just more features added on here. There's no like story between this. Well, Crackdown there is, but Crackdown 2, I really don't see that much of a story. I think it's just like random stuff. You get random assignments and all that. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe the campaign for Crackdown 2, but yeah. Yeah, for the first Crackdown, the campaign you can easily follow. Okay, so we got alright. Assassin's Creed 2. I would definitely rate this a 10 out of 10. Alright. Even though this game is old, when did they make this? It doesn't really say when they made this game. Oh, I think they made it in like 2009. It doesn't matter. The game is still fun. Even though they make the graphics like a lot of the Assassin's Creed games like realistic, and there is a new Assassin's Creed game coming out. I don't know if it's just for like the Xbox One, PS4, or if they're having it for PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. They better have it for Xbox 360 as well, because they made Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag for Assassin's sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. For Xbox 360, so why the hell not? Next game I got is Command & Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars. Yep. I really love the Command & Conquer series. They made really good games. You know, I nickname EA Games and Westwood Studios a dynamic duo, because they really do a good job on making these kinds of games. And the story gets more and more intense for each game that you play, really. And for basically the Command & Conquer games, certain ones, they're basically like two sides. Sometimes there are three. But the two sides that are usually in the Command & Conquer games are GDI and NOD, which, yeah. I don't want to give too much away, in case if you guys are ever thinking about getting this game. I really recommend trying out the PC versions of these games, because they only have like 3 Xbox 360 Command & Conquer games. There's Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars, Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath, and Red Alert 3. So yeah. Alright. Next game, Bully Scholarship Edition. Yes, this game is made by Rockstar Games, aka the company that is most famous for like Grand Theft Auto and all that shit. So anyways, I would definitely rate this game a 10 out of 10, because it's like, the game basically takes place in high school, but the only things that really should be changed about this game was the fact that maybe you could like drive a car, but you can't. You can only ride bikes and skateboards and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, and they should have more accessible buildings, and I'm just explaining like the stuff that they should have done in the game. And the one thing that I really hate is like, I've played this version for the Wii, and they make the graphics much better in the Xbox 360 version rather than the Wii version. Yeah, I've gone through 2 discs for the Bullet Scholarship Edition for the Wii, and basically they just flopped. Yeah, what I mean by like my definition of flopped, they didn't work. I had to go through 2. I'm not telling you the story. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, next game. Minecraft. Not really much to say about this game since a lot of people have played it. All I have to say is rate this game a 10 out of 10. And I get a ton of game invites from my friends asking me if I want to play Minecraft with them, and I usually don't deny the request. Okay. Next game, it is one of my favorites for the Xbox 360 out of all of them so far. I mean, yeah. Injustice. Gods Among Us. This game is amazing. The graphics are amazing. The story is amazing. The characters are amazing themselves. Look at these characters. You got Cyborg, Wonder Woman, the Joker, the Flash, Green Lantern, and then you got Superman and Batman here. I got 4 DLC characters in here. Yeah, if you don't know what DLC stands for, it stands for downloadable content. Which I got Scorpion. Yeah, this game is made by from the creators of Mortal Kombat, so it's pretty obvious that they decided to put Scorpion in here. So I got a Scorpion, Zod, Zatanna, and Lobo, and all of them are pretty strong. The ones that are like really strong are like basically Scorpion and Lobo. Zatanna is pretty strong, and Lobo is not. Zod is pretty strong. Yeah. Next one, I really love the game, but I'm currently experiencing problems with it. I mean, not because I would hate the game, which I don't. It's just the disc itself. Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah, I wanted to get Grand Theft Auto 5, but apparently I didn't have it. Yeah, I got a $50 gift card for my birthday. I couldn't get Grand Theft Auto 5 because it was $60. But anyways, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 is pretty fun. I rated a 10 out of, I rated a 9.5 out of 10, only because of the whole disc problem. Yeah, if that disc problem would ever get resolved, then I'd change my rating. But other than that, the game is still fun. Okay, next game. This is also one of my favorites. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. Okay, this game is pretty fun. It has 40 original Sega Genesis games, such as Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Altered Beast, Golden Axe, and Streets of Rage 2. And yeah, the ones I've basically played more of are like Comic Zone, Kid Chameleon, and the Sonic the Hedgehog games, which I've beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And yes, I've gotten all the Chaos Emeralds. The one thing I don't understand is, if there's supposed to be 7 Chaos Emeralds you're supposed to collect, why are there 6 in the first Sonic game? I think probably because it was the first game that they didn't fully add a 7th Chaos Emerald, because they wanted it to be easy to find. They wanted the Chaos Emerald to be easy to find for the people that played the game around the time. Yeah. I definitely rate this game a 10 out of 10. I mean, there are a few games that suck. One in particular, that game is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I mean, yeah, it's just only because the game is a little bit complicating. It's really hard. I mean, the first level starts off a little bit easier, and then the more you progress into the game, then it gets harder. So next game I got is Morph X. Definitely not much to say about this game. Basically, you kill like these aliens and random people and all that. There's not really much to say about this game. I rated it a 10. I rated it 8 out of 10. It's a good game. Okay, next game I got on the list Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I can get internet, which I'm currently experiencing problems. Okay, anyways. This next game, it's an old game. It was made in, also in 2009. Same year as Assassin's Creed 2. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. I know I asked a question on a video Unleashed 29's Ask Video Unleashed 29 episode 4 if he's ever played the game, and he said no. This game is pretty cool. I've beaten both story modes. There are two story modes because there are two sides. The DC Universe side, the Mortal Kombat side. And if you beat both stories, then you unlock the main characters. For example, you beat the Mortal Kombat story, you unlock Darkseid. If you play the DC story, you unlock Shao Kahn. It makes no sense, but whatever. I don't know why I opened the disc. Yeah. Next game, I really love this game because it has one of my favorite Marvel superheroes, which he's Flash supervillain, but who cares? Deadpool. This game is really, really, really funny. Just the random things that Deadpool does and says are funny. I really recommend you get this game. I would rate it a 20 out of 10. Yeah, I know, I'm going over because the game is that awesome. Alright, next game. And it's also one of my favorites because it's based off of a TV show. A popular one because I have a gamer picture on Xbox. South Park, The Stick of Truth. Yeah, I feel like I'm almost close to being the campaign, and if I do, I'm gonna do another, redo the campaign all over again because I want almost all the achievements, or all of them, since I'm an achievement hunter, and I like to get achievements, and whenever I get achievements, then I'm happy because I like to see what I've gotten. And I like to increase my gamer score. I rate this game a 10 out of 10. There was one disturbing part of the game, but other than that, this game is hilarious. Just like Deadpool. And this game is fun. I really recommend you check it out or look up YouTube videos. There are a whole bunch of YouTubers playing this game. Yeah. This game, it doesn't show the actual cover because I got it at GameStop, but I'll show you the disc. See that? Virtua Fighter 5 Online. This game is pretty fun. I gotta admit, not really much to say about this game, but it's still fun. I rated a 9 out of 10. I'm going to show you two games at once because it's the same series. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Whoops, wrong side. Fallout New Vegas. These games are really amazing. If you never played the Fallout games, I really recommend you check them out. Made by Obsidian and Bethesda. I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's made by the same company that made the Elder Scrolls games, you know, like Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, and all those kinds of games. I rate these games 10 out of 10, even though I haven't played them in a while. They're still good. They make these games seem like they were made in the 1930s or 1940s. I don't know why. I mean, they weren't made around that time, but just the whole graphics and the whole environment. And then there's one famous quote for the game. There's a little spoiler, just the quote. From Vault, I think it's Vault 51 or Vault 13. Once you enter the vault, you can never come out. That's wrong. Spoiler! If you don't want to hear the spoilers, skip ahead. Fallout 3, you do escape the vault. Alright, you do escape. That's all I'm saying. I don't know way further than in the game, because my brother, he's beaten Fallout New Vegas, and he always tries to, he sometimes pesters me to let him give away the endings. Because he tells me in Fallout New Vegas there are many different endings. I don't want to know them. Alright, I haven't played this game in a while. I'm thinking about maybe playing it. Same for this game as well. Don't think I'm finished. Don't think I'm finished. I have like 8 more games left. Starting off with Marvel vs. Capcom 3: Fate of Two Worlds. Not really much to say about this game, except that it's a good fighting game. I really prefer Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 better because, I mean, it has the same maps and a little bit of the same characters that are shown on here, but an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I don't have, but I've played, has more characters. Yeah. And it's got my favorite Marvel superhero, Deadpool. Yeah. Next one I got is Batman Arkham City. Yeah, my friend Wolf the Cool, he's made a gaming video with this game, but yeah, not really much to say about this game. It's a really good open world kind of game. It's got these Riddler kind of things and crap, and it's still good. And this game was also, it was made in 2011. It's like 3 years away. Still good. And this one, even though this game is old, it doesn't matter. My friend told me that a lot of people are really addicted to this game and still love it. And this game was made in 2008. Saints Row 2. I mean, I do like Saints Row 2, even though I haven't really played it in a while, since I basically played Saints Row the 3rd, because, I mean, not a lot of people, a few people hate Saints Row the 3rd because it's a new area, and a few people wish that it would still be in the same area, Stillwater, but then they changed it from Stillwater into Steelport in Saints Row the 3rd, and I really liked that game because there are new gang members, new stuff. And the one thing that pretty much sucks about Saints Row the 3rd is just the fact that whenever you buy clothes, you can't customize them the way you could in Saints Row 2. You know, I haven't played the first Saints Row because I don't really feel like playing it. I'm too lazy to get it. Hardy, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Saints Row 2, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to give it a 7 out of 10. Not my problem. Because Mercenaries 2: World in Flames, I'd give it a I'm sorry to say, I'll probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Actually, no. 8.5 out of 10. Only because the stupid thing is that there are no cops, and you get fined for every civilian that you kill. That's ridiculous. Other than that, this game is pretty fun. Yeah. And you get to blow up buildings, too. That's the fun part. Alright, next part of this game, the Xbox 360 Triple Pack, which comes with Trials HD, Limbo, and Explosion Man. Yeah, this game, all these games are pretty fun. Not really much to say about them. But just all I have to say is they're good. Alright, I got 3 more games, and then I'll make part 2. Alright, here we go. And this is not an Extreme Awesome Sauce podcast video, by the way. Just felt like making this straightforward. Dead Rising. It's a really good zombie game. I haven't really played it in like a long time, but it's really fun. You play as Frank West. I know they have Dead Rising 3 for Xbox One, but yeah, this game is really fun. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Next game. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I really love the Banjo-Kazooie series. I've played the originals for the N64. And originally this game was going to be called Banjo 3E for the GameCube, but I think they just decided to change it to Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts for Xbox 360. I don't know why, they just did. They should make more Banjo-Kazooie games. I think they just stop right here. Well, they made like they made a Sega and All-Stars Racing featuring Banjo-Kazooie. Okay, last game that I own. Let's see if I can find any more, which I think that's all. Brink. Really good shooter. I love the game. I rated it a 10 out of 10, even though I haven't played it in a while. The story Yeah, the cutscenes are pretty cool. My friend says there really isn't like a campaign to it. Yeah, I don't really think there's like a campaign. I think it's just random missions because there are two versions of like mini missions, and then there's all this other stuff. So a really good game. I really recommend you get it. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Yep. Alright. That does it for part 1 of all my awesome games that I've got right here. Oh yeah, look at all of them. Okay. So yeah. While I just try to stack them up. Here. The ones that I gave like 9s and 8s out of 10, those are the games I would recommend you get. And some of them are old, yes, by like a few years. Doesn't matter. The years don't matter. The only thing that matters to me is if the game is good or not. Because I've played some games that pretty much suck. And you've seen the videos. Alright. So, yeah. And if you guys have any suggestions for which game you want me to make a video on, just leave a comment down below and I will try to make that video. And who knows, maybe you'll be featured in it. Whatever. I've already had a whole bunch of guests in my videos. I'll just forget that. I'm getting my games over here. Alright, like, comment, subscribe. This is Mr. Trollinator. Peace out, and be warned, for my part 2, I'm going to use the outer camera. Yeah, I basically use the outer camera when I'm trying to use it for, like, the TV and stuff. Even though I think the outer camera is pretty much stupid because due to, like, the low quality it has. But when I use the inner camera, the quality is much better. Alright, so, peace out.